Viktor Gyokeres contacts Ruben Amorim to give final decision on £70 million Manchester United move from Sporting, as Bryan Mbeumo has agreed transfer as Man United and Spurs target makes U-turn decision. Manchester United have reportedly been told Viktor Gyokeres will not be joining them from Sporting this summer, leaving Arsenal in the driving seat. Ruben Amorim had been targeting a reunion with his former striker in his bid to rebuild his United side after they stuttered to a 15th-placed finish in the Premier League and lost the Europa League final to Tottenham. But Amorim has now seemingly been informed that United are no longer an option for the in-demand suite, dealing the beleaguered head coach another brutal blow. According to Portuguese outlet Record, Gyokeres' snub was relayed through his agent on Friday, forcing United to look elsewhere in a congested market. United are said to have made several contacts over the past week, but after Arsenal saw a reported bid rebuffed, Gyokeres' interest in moving to Old Trafford faded. The Red Devils are unable to offer European football next season, and while some targets, including new man Matheus Cunha and Brentford's Bryan Mbeumo, have not been perturbed, Gyokeres has become the latest to turn them down. Arsenal are now the firm favourites to sign the frontman, who scored an incredible 54 goals in 52 appearances for Sporting last season, and a new bid is expected shortly. Andrea Berta, Arsenal's new sporting director, is reported to have met with Sporting officials to discuss a deal for Gyokeres, but the initial approach was rejected. In an explosive row, Gyokeres was accused of blackmail by Sporting after allegedly threatening to go on strike in a desperate attempt to force through a sale. His representatives accused the club of breaking promises, which would have allowed him to leave for around £60 million, but Sporting president Frederico Varandas dismissed the claim and accused the player's agent of making the situation worse. The 27-year-old has a release clause worth £84 but will be able to leave for less. Gyokeres broke his silence by posting a cryptic message on social media. He wrote on Instagram, "There is a lot of talks at the moment, most of it false. I will speak when the time is right." Varandas has not taken to the threats kindly and said he will not be held to ransom. "One thing you should already know is me better," Varane said, per Record. "Threats, blackmail and insults don't work with me. I can guarantee that Viktor Gyokeres will not leave for €60 and plus 10 meters because I never promised him that. This game that the agent is playing only makes the situation worse." To this day, Sporting has not had an offer for Viktor Gyokeres, neither today nor last season. Gyokeres has removed any reference to Sporting on his Instagram account, having also got rid of any mention of Sweden and Nike. The reported snub may see United turn their attention to Victor Osimhen, despite his exorbitant wage demands, or Eintracht Frankfurt's Hugo Ekitike. They have also been linked with Jean-Philippe Mateta and Jonathan David. In other news, Bryan Mbeumo has agreed transfer as Man United and Spurs target makes U-turn decision. Brentford are applying pressure on Manchester United to meet their £60 million asking price for Bryan Mbeumo by reportedly entering transfer talks with Tottenham Hotspur. New Spurs head coach Thomas Frank will try to convince Mbeumo to remain in London after striking a fruitful relationship with the 25-year-old over 6 years at Brentford. Earlier this month, The Athletic claimed that Ruben Amorim's current priority transfer target chose a move to Old Trafford despite rival interest from Arsenal, Newcastle United, and Spurs. However, according to Sky Sports, Mbeumo has since become intrigued by the idea of a switch to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with his former boss. The development sparked panic among supporters, with United yet to return to the table after Brentford rejected an opening bid worth £45 million plus £10 million in add-ons. But fresh reports have simmered the uproar. Sky Germany state that Frank will attempt to lure Mbeumo to North London after replacing Ange Postecoglou in the hot seat. That said, Mbeumo is said to have already given his approval to a United transfer, going as far as reaching a verbal agreement over his contract in Manchester. United confirmed the signing of Cunha on Thursday, recruiting the 26-year-old in a £62.50 deal from Wolves after a stellar campaign. Amorim also reportedly wants a striker after Mbeumo. However, a swoop for Viktor Gyokeres appears off the table after the Sporting star rejected a reunion. Napoli's Victor Osimhen, Jean-Philippe Mateta of Crystal Palace and Eintracht Frankfurt man Hugo Ekitike are among the alternatives linked. United's early focus on bolstering their attacking firepower comes as no surprise after totaling just 44 goals in the Premier League last season. Mbeumo and Cunha scored a combined 35 alone. The Red Devils' joint top scorers, Bruno Fernandes and Ahmad, managed just 8 each. Rasmus Højlund scored just 4 times in the Premier League, while Joshua Zirkzee only notched 3 after his £36.50 move from Bologna. United reportedly also want their business to extend beyond the attack, but they require player sales to generate funds due to the cost of no European football next season. Amorim is keen on a new goalkeeper and midfielder, but there is little chance of him adding those players before offloading the likes of Alejandro Garnacho, Marcus Rashford, and Antony. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.